What's going on, everybody? David here for Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are going to be checking out the brand new Jurassic World Rebirth Frenzy Pack Ceoptera. Now, I don't know anything about this thing, so I just did a little bit of research before filming, so I can kind of explain what this is and where it's from and such. But first, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the packaging after we take the dinosaur out so we can get a closer look at it, because pretty much the wings and everything is just covering up everything. Alright, so this is going to be your basic Frenzy Pack Jurassic World Rebirth packaging. So you'll have the Jurassic World Rebirth logo right there, and then you got a black line that goes right through here. We got the red corner right here, and then a little bit of red here on this corner, and then a little bit of black right there. And then on this side, this packaging's got a little bit of gray with a little bit of white, and then you got the wash of kind of like a wetness of a little bit of raindrops and stuff. And then up here it says ages 4 and up. That's me. And then you got the little 2 or 3 black squares right there. And right there you have the Spinosaurus on the bottom right hand corner with a little bit of grass sticking out. And then you got the Mattel logo right there. And then here on the center of the main packaging, you have the mountains. You get the sky, and you got the clouds right there. And then you got the Frenzy Pack, and then Ceoptera right there. And then, of course, the figure is going to be right there in the middle of the center there. So this is your basic Frenzy Pack packaging. And then here on the back, it pretty much shows you all here's the cross sell of the species. And then here at the bottom is like all the copyright information with all the logos and things like that. And then here is your fax app information right there. And so right there we got the Jurassic World logo Rebirth right there. And then we get a little bit of red here on the corner. And then we have the Ceoptera. And then I don't know how to pronounce any of these. These is we'll figure that out once we get to these reviews. But yeah, so this is your standard Frenzy Pack packaging. Alright, so this is your Ceoptera. So basically this lived in Scotland, and this was found, this is where it was found, should I say, in Scotland. And this lived in the Middle Jurassic. And this was part of the what's the formation called? The kilo. I get it. The kilo. I can't even remember what it was. But it was the formation that's part of Scotland. That's called the Isle of the Skies. And so there are several species, of course, that lived there. And so the only ones that I have that were found in Scotland that represents this particular part of the Middle Jurassic, we have the Iguanodon, and also we have the Edmontosaurus. So these are all species that were found in Scotland. And along with this thing, so these all lived in the same area. So very cool. So I'm glad that we have. I'm pretty sure we have more species that Mattel has given us that I probably don't even think that I have or might have, that I just haven't really looked. So these were the 2 that I found that lived in the same area, same time frame as. This particular species in the same area in Scotland. But yeah, so that's pretty much my extent on this particular species as far as my knowledge goes. Like, this is all brand new to me, so I don't know anything about this. I know this is a type of pterosaur, and this was pretty much the second pterosaur that was named in Scotland. So that's pretty cool. And it's very small too. This is a little bit oversized because a lot of times when they do these frenzy packs, they're a little bit bigger than what they're supposed to be. Even though I know that majority of these species are supposed to fit the 3 3/4 scale figures. But when it comes to smaller pterosaurs, they can only make them so small, you know. But I'm pretty sure that if they was to make the actual size to fit the 3 3/4, we would have to have like multi-packs of different ones that were about the same size. But this is very cool, though. I do like the representation, you know, that they gave us for this. This is actually close to the real thing from the pictures that I've seen. So it's pretty much this coloration right here, and it's kind of a here you got that dark avocado green crest right there, and then here this is made out of this particular color plastic. I can't think of the color's name that I would call this, but we'll just I just can't think of the names. It's not registering with me. But you got this purplish color right here alongside the top of the wings. So you got the airbrushing here that goes along this wings, which is really nice coloration. I like the contrast of it. And then, of course, like I said, you got the avocado green for the crest. And then the eyes right here. And then you have the eyes right there. So the eyes are pretty much on point. And then here you got the teeth. The teeth are done really nicely. Now, I don't know if these have teeth or not. I really didn't study the pictures that I saw on this thing. So either way, whether it did or not, it does look good. I did like. I like how they did it. Excuse me, can't talk today for whatever reason. And so here is the fax app information or code if anyone needs it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as the sculpt of the body and everything. So, and then the coloration of it. So, like how they have that little feather in here at the tip of the tail. So, as far as way of articulation, of course, you know, you get the tail right there that has that little cut, but can kind of make it go around if you want to. That's about as far as mine goes. And then the feet, they're tied in together, so up and down like that. Excuse me. And the wings are on a ball and hinge, so it goes up and down, and then around like that. You know, up and down. 60 right there, and then the head. You got that cut right there, but it doesn't have no articulation. And then, of course, the beak is on a hinge. So, it's very cool right there. And so, as far as comparisons goes, here is a 3 3/4 human. So, as you can tell, this thing is way oversized. And it should be much smaller. It should be about as big as half the size of a human, you know, in reality. But other than that, this is the comparison of what it looks like. And so, as far as species that lived in the Middle Jurassic that didn't live together but lived in the same time period, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons with that. All right, so some of the species that lived alongside, or that lived in the same time frame, along with the Ceoptera, you know, it's a kind of a unique name to try to pronounce. And so we got the Megalosaurus, I think we got the Monolophosaurus, and we have the Proceratosaurus. So these are some of the species that lived around the same time frame as these Ceoptera. And that was a look at the brand new Series 2 Frenzy Pack Ceoptera. So I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. And let me know in the comments below what you think of this thing. And don't forget, words of wisdom. Buy what you love and not what you like. Because if you buy what you like, you always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.